Elden Ring bosses make me upset sometimes, but that's a good thing. I'm doing my first playthrough of a Souls game right now, and the bosses are just simply fantastic. The best I've probably ever seen. They're hard, their moves are freaking awesome, and it's just a good time all around until it isn't. And I stay up till 3 AM trying to kill a boss just to give up and cry myself to sleep. But that never happens. I stay up until I win. Because the Black Nut never fails. Oh yeah, my character's name is the Black Nut, and I love him. The bosses, the freaking Tree Horse Man. Gosh, I hate that guy. He is a bark-humping, horse-sucking motherfricker, bro. The way he sits on his high horse like he's better than everyone, and then runs you down and violates your freaking funny bones and all. Ain't funny, man. Not cool, bro. Freaking swinging that stupid long axe spear thing. You don't even know what the frick it's called. It's always freaking smack. He freaking hits me. I'm like, until I found out you can just go all up in his grill and it doesn't hit you. But you know, freaking took me forever to figure that out. You gotta get good at the game, you know? And if you don't get good, you're gay. The first boss I actually killed was the hound guy. I don't know what his name is, but he drops the Bloodhound's Fang. I love that sword so much. It makes my Bloodhound fill with blood, if you know what I mean. I just kind of swatted him a little bit, shot at him a little bit more, and then he died. It was pretty easy, and I liked it easy that way. Though the weapon he gave me, the super awesome Bloodhound's Fang thingy, I didn't use that until way later, and I suffered for it. It was terrible. I didn't like it. The Crucible Knight is the worst thing that has ever happened to me, bro. Freaking bent me over and aggressively fricked the freaking sanity out of my freaking tight, maidenless little booty with his unholy and satanic draconic tail, bro. I freaking hate. Oh my gosh. And when he wasn't doing that, he was hiding behind his little wussy boy shield like the scared little toilet scum sipper he is, bro. Freaking, oh my gosh, bro. I was doing so little damage, you'd think I was actually tapping him on the shoulder to ask him where the nearest cliff is to end my cruel and unusual existences. And it just so happened to be right next to the arena. Lucky me, am I right? I had to leave the fight to level up some more to be able to use the Bloodhound Fang, which I actually forgot I had that because I couldn't use it. So I was kind of like, yeah, I'll pocket that. Freaking worst decision of my life. And then I finally leveled up and I was able to freaking beat his schmeaters. And it was so close fight though. I freaking barely beat him. It was pretty epic. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest with you. It was pretty fun. You want to know why I was able to beat him? The Black Nut never fails. Then the next day when I got on, I decided to fight the Margit boy, the first real boss supposedly. And let me tell you, you sweet, beautiful viewer that I deeply appreciate. Thank you for watching up to this point. You're beautiful. And anyway, Margit got his Margit Tussy thoroughly pounded, let me tell you. I just waltzed over the bridge like the beautiful black nut that I am when Margit called from above saying that I'm a dirty, tarnished boy and that I deserve to be punished since I've been very naughty. A very naughty little tarnished boy. But then I manhandled the potential unauthorized floppy bit fondler with my huge throbbing Bloodhound Fang. Bent that pathetic man over, showed him why they call me the Black Nut. Had that man on his knees for me. I got so giddy, bro. I felt so happy when I killed that dude because I first tried that guy. No, I did. I freaking just walked in there. He was like, oh, yeah, and then he freaking came down and I went, I bent him over, started spanking him, and then he died. And I felt very happy. And it made me feel so powerful killing him, bro. It was so good. But going through the castle afterwards did not make me feel powerful at all. I died way too many times, and I became poor. Very poor. But then I did the same thing I did to the Margit Tussy boy with Godric, which in my script I spelled Gadric. Me and this hot barbarian senorita tag teamed him, beat the frick out of that guy. After the fight, the hot barbarian gave me a smoochie. And then I saw the second best thing I've ever seen in this game. The guy that opens the gate for you and also just tells you to go around the secret passageway around thingy that, you know, betrays you is stomping on Godric's dead body, talking about how much he hated the guy. It's freaking hilarious, dude. Freaking sat there for like half an hour listening to his great speech. It made me forgive him. Not gonna lie. Last time I killed Godric and went off to explore the new land beyond the castle. The first thing I did, beat up a fat person. Pretty cool. Here's a drawing I made of him. I don't remember what they looked like. I just remember they had like this big fat armor. Isn't he silly? He's got a smile. Now I should go through the steps I took to send the bosses to Pound Town. After killing Godric, the cheese grated, I fought a dragon to get into a castle, to fight a woman. I don't remember the dragon's name, if he even had one, but while he wasn't wailing on my tarnished cheeks with his wings, I was beating his double scaled up booty cheeks. Took me like 10 tries or so, but I learned the art of horse dodge jumping. Jumping turns out to be a fantastic way of rejecting physical abuse. I took his key and opened a door and made my way to fight the woman. She was easy. First tried that wrongly proportioned freak. I beat her shiny kiss and dropped her from the sky. While she was down, I bibbidi-bobbidi her cheeks till she turned total freak mode. She teleported us into a water moon land to battle to the bitter end. But I just drop kicked her. And it was over pretty quick after that. A friend was fighting her at the same time and he didn't have as much success as me, like at all. Apparently she like casts spells, summons wolves, but not for me though. Black Nuts built different and hounded and pounded her. And then she died. Or no, apparently she doesn't even die. I cleansed her, some may say. Oh, and the woman's name was Moon Queen or something. With that name, you'd think she'd be hot, but she's not. The Crystal Baddies. They are these crystal people that live in caves, and they got some nice cheeks on them. At least when I draw them. They don't look like that in the game, but and they got them crystal cheekers collapsed kinda easily. They got flanked super easily, so they would swing, I'd walk behind, and hit it from the back until they died. Sounds really bad. Magma dragons. I've killed like 3 or 4 magma dragons by the time I'm making this video. Not sure if there's more, but I'ma kill them. They were easy, except for this one. Oh, this one. Oh my goodness gracious me, this one was so evil. He made me question so many things. Spent like 5 years on this guy, or at least took that many off my life or something like that. It was in the lava area, of course, but right before you fight the Godskin guy, that magma dragon. He gave me some unfunny but funny hell, bro. What the frick? He wouldn't stop dragging me into the lava with his frickin' stupid body. He wouldn't crawl and just freaking turn around, freaking push me in. And I'd be slow, it would hurt, it would burn, and I felt like Anakin Skywalker, but it actually did not do that much damage. It was freaking crazy. My guy had me screaming and wailing as he rushed me down. I just freaking walked over to fight him again. He bolted, he beamed at me. I screamed and I ran. It was so freaking stupid and funny. Oh my gosh, and he killed me. But then eventually I killed him and I liked it. I placed my black nuts on it. Odd skin man of obesity and type 2 diabetes. This guy hurt me. He refused to stop rolling. Like actually wouldn't freaking stop until I actually let him roll towards me. I can't get the image out of my head. That horrible image of this man's fat bouncy body rolling towards me, around me, and just freaking everything. Just him being around was terrible because he was fat. It haunts me to this day. I'm fat phobic. And he is a cheater. He stabbed me through a wall. That's not cool, bro. You're hard enough as it is. Why you have to stab me through a wall? When I killed him, I got 10 pleasure points. Pretty awesome. What are those? I don't know. MehGa, the tree diddler. The man be rubbing up on that shiny tree. This rotting fricker said that I'm a nasty tarnished baby boy and I deserve bad, terrible things. While this man is a tree incel. It won't let him in. That's a tree incel. I made it up, but it's real to me. Anyway, I summoned a woman to help me kill him. She flung magic at him while I stabbed and slashed his ankles. I felt pretty cool. It was a little bit hard, but only took like 6 tries. Pretty good. And I teabagged him. Because I'm the Black Nut. And the Black Nut does what he wants. Even if it's that. The tree wouldn't let me inside, so the maiden woman wants me to burn it. And I like that idea. Rattan is a horse abuser, probably. That's a very tiny horse for a very big man. I don't think that could be comfortable for the horse. I don't even know how it's lifting him. There's probably something in the lore that says that, but I don't know it, and I won't read it. But yeah, I joined the entire continent to murder this guy at a special murder party. There was a pot there, and he apparently died pretty fast. Poor guy. But I first tried that motherfricker. He was easy as frick. I had a friend tell me that he was going to be hard, but he wasn't. Some may say that I was over-leveled and I used summon Stormgay, but I'd say skill issue on Radon's part. Stupid little wussy boy should have killed me and everyone else. He was so massive, he should have been fine. Not many things scare me, but this thing here, this thing scares me. I just ran past that guy. That was a stupid bug. I forgot to mention that I killed this gargoyle guy right before MehGa. That boy chased me into a tunnel. It was kind of scary. I felt like a rat, wasn't cool, but only for a little bit. After I got out, I broke his toes, and I laughed about it, because I'm evil. Oh, frick, I don't have this in my script at all, because I'm silly and I forgot about it, but I just remembered it now. There was this freaking, like, I went into this tunnel with that, it was like a waterfall, it was like wet everywhere. It started with just one gargoyle, and then there was two gargoyles. These big old dudes. Freaking, it took me way too long to kill those guys. It took me like freaking over 20 tries, I think. Or more. I don't know. Freaking, they would poison me. Anything to do with the freaking poison or that stuff. Scarlet Rot, that stuff's the worst, whatever that stuff's called. Or Death Blight. What's it? I don't know. That stuff terrible and I hate it. I killed those guys. And I put myself in a grave afterwards. It was something, I don't even know. Anyway, back to what I actually have written down. Godskin's skinny version. He lives in a silly tower that I snuck up and down inside of. That's weird. He really liked throwing colorless fire. Like a lot. Then he freaking took a page from Mr. Fantastic's book and started stretching his body at me aggressively. But I put him down like a sick dog because I kill dogs, apparently. Well, I know I do kill dogs. Freaking hate those dogs. Crucible Knight Duo. This is where things get horrible. It was in what I thought was a normal dungeon right before going into the capital. Went through it like a normal dungeon. I don't really remember any of the dungeon, to be honest, but I'm a lying now because I remember every single thing about it. Just don't ask me about it. When I walked into the boss room area, it was a grand and fantastic looking room. But when I saw what was walking towards me, I saw these two big, oiled up Crucible Knights. One looked a little bit weird, but the one I recognized gave me PTSD because the way he abused me and his ghostly other weirdy form at the start of the game is stuck with me forever. And the other weird guy with the weird spear thingy, he was so weak compared to the normal Crucible Knight. Freaking just, he like sent beams at me while like just fighting in general. He's kind of just like the annoying one. He wasn't very powerful. I originally thought I had to kill him first and that would be the easy way to do it, but that didn't work like at all. So I just duked it out with freaking normal Crucible Knight, which was hard until I killed him. And after I killed him, I freaking easily killed the other guy. Stupid, that Crucible Knight is like a novice, dude. He shouldn't even have Knight in his title. He is nothing. It took me like 40 plus tries to kill them both. It was horrible. Very proud of myself that I didn't cry a single time. Creepy cat statue. That thing is fresh from hell. That thing is terrifying. And whatever thing I drew of it does not do it justice at all. That thing's attacks were instant. I could not dodge. Unless I dodged very preemptively. And I just basically did the social distancing when we were fighting that thing and just hit him like once every blue moon because I had to build up courage for a millennia to go close to that thing. And then it spat on me. Spat on me a few times. It was gross. But, you know, it wasn't too hard really. After a few tries, 10 plus, I beat its stone balls. Night guy that uses lightning. I have no idea what his name was. I did actually try to look it up this time, and I found other knights. Because all I remember was Knight was in his name, and apparently, if they have Knight in their name, they're gonna molest me. Can I even say that on YouTube? I'm gonna censor that. He kept freaking destroying me. He would summon lightning. He freaking used the power of Zeus to freaking bring lightning down to instantly kill me. I couldn't even dodge it. And not only, it was not just one attack, it freaking sent it everywhere. I was like, is this what's gonna happen to me now? Oh, it's so bad. He was just in one of those little random encounter things. You just challenge a boy to a duel, then he comes and molests. He just comes and beats your mate against your will. But it was actually, he's like normal size. So as soon as I switched to using Bloodhound's Fang again, I've been using the Moon Veil, pretty fun weapon. I just kept on smacking him. I beat him so bad. He was like freaking ragdolling everywhere while I was smacking the frick out of him. And then I killed him pretty easy. And then I teabagged him because I hate that guy. Fire Giants! I made my way to the top of the mountain to face off against a burning eye belly boy. He died pretty easily. I broke his leg. He rolled around screaming and begging for mercy. And I just so happened to have misplaced my mercy. So I extinguished his flame aggressively. And I used the fire to burn a woman. I didn't realize that was gonna happen. Well, you could say that she's hot now. She wasn't before, that's for sure. Haha, I'm funny. The Godskin duo. First of all, I freaking hate double team bosses. Secondly, I hate the Godskin Fatso. He's just the worst. Rolling all over my perfect body ruins everything. And Mr. Lanky over there wouldn't stop throwing colors fire at me. So I killed him first. I don't think I lost any fight as much as that fight, but it made it all the better for winning. Suck my iron-ness. After that, I stumbled across a massive homeless looking dog man, Malekith. I thought he looked familiar, and apparently he was. He was the guy I gave death roots to. Anyway, he turns into a really cool looking armored furry of death with the coolest line I've heard in this entire game.
Oh, death. Become my blade once more.
He was pretty hard with all that jumping around he was doing. My mimic couldn't keep up for crap. The round I finally beat him. It was super close. He was one hit and I went for a desperate swing that he punished. Like I was his naughty little boy toy. And then I stood back up and did a better time swing that actually killed him. He was asking me something along the lines of, "Why stop death? Who could possibly want to do something like that?" The black frickin' nut, that's who. I decided before I headed towards finishing the game, I had to kill more bosses. This isn't in the order that I fought the bosses in, but I just know you want to hear about Melania. She is told to be the hardest boss in all of Elden Ring, at least before the DLC, I guess. I've heard the final boss in the DLC is way harder than her, but anyway, I walked into the big plant-infested room where Melania sat still. I allowed her to slowly get herself ready to fight me, the Black Nut. She spoke about her perfect kill-to-death ratio and how she was never defeated. Little did she know, I was gonna show her my feet, my nasty little toes. Right after the cutscene, the fight began. And not gonna lie, I was low-key worried. I thought my world was gonna get rocked, but I actually did pretty good. Kinda easy, actually. Easily evaded her attacks and was absolutely pounding her pretty face until her second phase.
Nice.
But real quick, she's got absolutely no right to be that hot while she's trying to kill me. Like, what the frick? And you're telling me she got stronger after stripping booty cheek naked? Goodness gracious me. Back to the fight. I was doing almost as good against her second phase. Only problem was her flying whirlwind attack of total death that killed me pretty quickly. Apparently she's supposed to do her first phase, but didn't do, so I was lucky actually, but shh. I did not see that coming, and it hurt. That attack was the only thing that was any difficult to dodge, really, to be honest with you. Let me know if you disagree, but I was confused why everyone gassed up this boss so hard. Then I went back into the fight, this time being at the very back of the arena. I spawned my Mimic. And if you tell me it doesn't count since I used my Mimic, me and Black Nut Jr. are gonna make you suck it. I wish I could say I learned how to dodge her flying attacks of total BS, but the truth is instead I brute forced her like the total monkey that I am. With my Mimic, I would hit her so she was slightly staggered, and then the Mimic would do the exact same thing. She was stuck getting her buns beat by two black men. Kinda crazy. I was able to kill her in like 20-ish attempts. Oh, and before I got to Melania, me and my Mimic absolutely violated Loretta. Now onto some bosses I should have killed earlier. Rykard. I killed lots of Tarnished for the Volcano people, and as a reward, they put me alone with a massive snake creature. But since they're just chill dudes, they gave me a spear that shoots really cool beams that I used to kill the snake. And my Mimic was able to use them too. So much fun, and easily killed Riker with those. It was kind of dumb. He didn't hit me once. The Volcano people didn't think I killed him good enough though. So they moved out of the manor, which the Black Nut has now claimed as his new cozy vacation home. The Black Nut remembered he had talked to a strange four-armed chick before that was low-key a baddie in the weird Elden Ring way. I decided, so I went through her questline and killed the natural born of the void. First try, of course, since he's actually just a big bug sissy of the astralisms. Then I find Ronnie's dead corpse and decide to take her dead hand in marriage. Her dead body gets so turned on by the Black Nut's aura that she is instantly alive again. What a Chad. Moog, whatever, was actually a hard boss. I killed him before Millennia and most of the others in the video, but he gets talked about now, I decided. He was moderately difficult, but what was really getting me was how much fiery blood he would throw all over the floor. He made it look like Satan had his period all over the frickin' place. It was everywhere. He was also a huge coward. The way he would fly away whenever I got close to him low-key drove me insane, but I got him eventually. I also completely lost track of how many attempts it took me to kill the guy. Probably like 40. It was too much. Gideon. What a silly guy. What a silly, silly, silly guy. He thought he was really him or something. He must have anyway, since he thought to himself, you know what's a good idea? Standing in the way of the guy that's killed literally every single person, massive monster, demigod, and the freaking goddess of rot in his way. So I curb stomped him. It was very easy. It was just stupid, really. Godfrey. Not gonna lie, he got me once. I completely fumbled the bag and he beat my meat. But the second attempt, I returned the favor. And I brought a friend, Black Nut Jr. again. Godfrey is a really crazy one though. Killing his pet like that? Kind of insane. That's some pre-serial killer kind of crap. So I truly was doing the entire world a favor by killing this man. It is finally time for the moment everything's been building up towards. The final boss fight in the base game. I entered the Erd Tree's crevice and spawned onto a platform with a half-bodied man, Radagon. He was a pretty cool guy. Had no real insides, but a cool guy. I killed him first try and then I got sucked into a more moisturized place. It was wet, pretty wet, very wet even. Where I found the true final boss, the Elden Beast. It was a pretty weird looking thing. Spent most of the boss fight chasing him around. And then, pow, wham, chicka chicka bang, he killed me. Because I didn't have any more heals since I wasted so many on Radagon for no good freaking reason. Then, Radagon killed me 2 more times before I pushed him aside to fight the Elden Beast again. And after chasing him for way too long, I killed the beast and the Black Nut claimed his rightful place as the Elden Lord. Hashtag Black Nut for Elden Lord in the chat. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And if you haven't already, leave a like on the video. Mwah.